Hi, my loves. Feeling kind of aimless today, and I thought that I would just pull a bunch of cards, a bunch of cards, a bunch of cards, a bunch of cards. So, if you need some clarity, confirmation, if you need some affirmations, if you need some somatic practices to help you calm your nervous system, if you need some soul truth and you need a little bit of a trigger question so that you can journal or meditate and dive deeper, I've got all of that here. So, Okay. First pattern that I'm noticing is that there are two woman cards. Which is kind of a reminder, especially for Woman of Cups and Woman of Wands. It's like that spiritual, emotional fulfillment that we feel from allowing ourselves to rest and to not shame or guilt ourselves when we are doing nothing, which is what rest is. That is a big part of the transition into divine feminine energy that we've been feeling lately, that we've been feeling over the past few years, just kind of that divine tide lifting all our boats. And we don't have to do anything to make our boats rise. I think we've gotten so used to being in the paddle boat and being in the one where you're like doing your feet or whatever, and you're trying to get yourself there, and rowboats and everything. But now we're in the sailboat super yachts. We are living a life of pleasure, a life of joy now, and the most work that we have to do is put up our sails and ask people for what we need and choose the destination. The universe is taking care of a whole lot right now. And I think the biggest issue we have with that is the biggest issue we have with the universe pulling a lot of weight and being the wind in our sails and just getting us where we want to be while serving us, mimosas along the way or whatever you enjoy the most, whatever bevs you enjoy. We have this sort of like idea that, for things to happen in the material world, we have to really reach that peak of physical, mental, emotional labor. And it feels bad. It feels bad to sit in a place of I don't have to do anything, but I want to. I don't have to do anything, but I feel like I should. I don't see anything happening, so maybe it's on me. Maybe I'm not doing enough. And the moral of this story here is, if you are feeling aimless too, what you can do is you can give yourself a new perspective. You can really give yourself a new reality that doesn't have a whole lot to do with earning that feel good. My Libra season card reading video that I posted last week at the start of Libra season talked a lot about how you don't need to wait for permission to feel good and to enjoy yourself now. And I think that's like resurfacing, and this is a reminder reading just to reinforce for us that we don't have to wait to feel good, and we don't have to earn it quite like we used to. Not that we ever had to earn feeling good, but that there was a time where we were under the impression, in a more collective way, of I think I have to do a lot of work, and I think I have to push really hard and fucking hustle in order to feel good and to rest and to have deserved the rest that I take and to have earned the relaxation that I feel. Now, it's like we don't know how to rest in a way that is relaxing. And so whenever we are aimless, we kind of grind our gears. And this is another good reason why I wanted, a black card. This is another good reason why these affirmations are going to come in handy because, oh my gosh, because they're just perfect for helping us to oil those gears that are grinding and feel more fluid, like there's movement still happening, trusting that we don't have to do a whole lot. And I'll just give you the one that I was laughing at. I can do less and attract more. I can do less, and things are still coming to me. Feeling good will bring me far more than whatever I thought I needed. So if you think that you need to be doing, if you think that you need to be out there looking for jobs or on dating apps to meet somebody or pushing yourself in your relationships to make them feel better, ease up. Ease up. Give yourself the relaxation while you are resting so you don't feel like you need an aim. We're not in Sagittarius season yet. Libra season is helping you to come back into balance. And since we just left Virgo season and we were fucking hustling and we were getting a lot done, Leo and Virgo had us out there doing a whole lot, fucking lifting, pulling our weight. Libra season is bringing us back into balance with so much love, with so much care, and with so much ease and peace and permission to just be. To just be, okay? You want this last affirmation? Look at this. Look at this. When I make joy a priority, brilliant ideas will come naturally. Support will surround me and movements will form. Okay? 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 I'm asking myself as well, okay? Okay? Is this okay? I'm giving myself permission for this to be okay right now. It is okay for me to make joy a priority because I know that brilliant ideas will come naturally. It is okay for me to make joy a priority. I give myself permission to make joy, which is also peace, which is also contentment. It's not necessarily bungee jumping off of a cliff joy or having a baby bundle of joy. It is peace. It is gratitude for what is here right now. It is relaxation in the present moment where rest is happening. And I know that support will surround me and movements will form if I prioritize and give myself permission for joy. Ooh. I'm gonna get this tattooed on my body. Am I joking? Okay. Woo! This one's been coming up a lot. A lot. Okay. Here is some more permission. A good cry is one of the somatic practices from the Hack Your Nervous System deck that my favorite Scorpio, don't tell my other favorite Scorpio, my favorite Scorpio got me for my birthday. And the first one is a good cry. Giving yourself permission to have a good cry does wonders. It activates the happy hormones in your body after you release a cry, and that helps to restore emotional what? Emotional balance. Hello, Libra season. Libra is just coming in, represented by the scales, giving us balance with a good cry. So even if you feel like there's nothing to cry about, and even if you're like, I don't know why, but I just feel weepy, or I just feel overwhelmed, or I just feel like I'm attacking myself for being aimless and not having something that I'm doing all the time, maybe what you need to be doing is crying. Maybe, maybe you need to let yourself release some steam, create that balance, let some things go through those beautiful emotional tears. And maybe even give yourself permission to be seen by somebody else. Give yourself permission to cry with somebody else. That might be cool. That might connect you in a balancing way. That might activate the Venus energy, which Libra is ruled by, and help foster relationship as opposed to transactionship, which is another whole thing that I talked about in my Libra season card reading video. Another somatic practice, another hack your nervous system practice. Twist it out. And I'll get you a little closer to the image here. Delicious. Lie on the floor or bed and carefully draw your knees in toward your chest. I feel like some of y'all need to do this right now. Go ahead, get on the ground, get on the floor, get on your bed, lay on your back, get a blanket under you, get a yoga mat under you. Go ahead. I'm waiting. I love you. Do it. Give this to yourself. Give yourself permission. Yeah, enjoy this. Ooh, okay. Lie on the floor or bed and carefully draw your knees in toward your chest. It's okay if they don't go that far, okay? This isn't a competition. You're not doing this against anybody else, okay? This is just for you. On your next exhale, drop both knees to the right. Option to let head and gaze turn to the left. If your head and gaze turns to the left and your body turns to the right, then you get a little extra of that rotational stretch. Place a pillow beneath your bottom knee to assist with stiffness or a sensitivity. So if you can't go that far and your legs don't go all the way to the ground, give yourself permission to use a pillow, baby. Begin slow, deep breathing for 5 to 10 breaths. I'll do one with you. That was an 8-second exhale. That's what you should be shooting for. Feeling your belly gently rising and falling. Do that for 5 to 10 breaths and repeat on the left side. If you want to keep doing that, if you want to stay in that, feel free to pause the video or just keep letting it run and just listen and just keep doing your breaths, baby. Keep doing those breaths. Give yourself permission to enjoy that feeling of release and relaxation in your body right now. There is no aim other than feeling good in your body. The last somatic practice that I'm going to share is dropping heels. And these are all ones that I just let fall out and let show themselves to me. So I didn't go and pick these. The universe picked them. God picked them for us, okay? Love, capital L, picked them for us, okay? Dropping heels. Sit in a supportive chair where your feet can comfortably reach the ground. This is for anybody who can't lay down or can't, lie on their back right now. Begin to connect with your breath and feel the length and strength of your spine. Inhale. Press the front half of your feet to the floor and lift both heels up. Exhale, release the full weight of your heels to the earth. Pause between repetitions, feeling the reverberations through your legs and feet. Repeat 10 times. This is probably good too for anybody who has restless leg syndrome and needs to shake up and wake up those muscles throughout the day so that when you're going to bed and your body is trying to relax into rest, you have already practiced what that feels like, and you have already given your legs and your calves permission to feel and feel deeply because you have decided to drop your heels a few times. It says repeat 10 times. 10 times. Feel that reverberation through your legs, through your calves, through your joints, through your knees, and not have any judgments around how it feels. Just give yourself the space to be. And wow, okay, all right. So continue doing what you're doing. If you're doing something and it feels good, just keep doing it. I am going to give us the Soul Truth Self-Awareness deck cards, and some of these might be a little bit triggering, and I say that not as in like, there's like a trigger warning, but as in some of them might like provoke you and make you go, ooh, that is a question that I would not want to answer right now. And I just want to bring into your presence, into this space that we are sharing together right now, that maybe that might be the question to deal with today, to approach today, to accept into your space today, and to allow to move you. There is also, I would say, a message of feeling good and feeling ease. So if there's one that makes you go, yeah, I want more of that, then that is another good go-to. These are just some feelings that might arise that I want to make you aware of before I present these cards, and that way you can tune in to what feels best for you. You don't have to do all of these. But there might be one right now that gives you the most feeling, and I encourage you to follow that feeling. So the first card that I pulled is, where am I with my health goals? Where do I want to be? Why am I not there? What will it take for me to feel well? And health goals might not be losing weight. I feel like or dieting. That's the first thing that we think of in this culture, where skinny white people are the standard for health. And that's just not true. There are skinny fat people who eat Doritos all day and don't gain any weight, and that's just how their metabolism works. Or they're tall as fuck, and that's just how their genetics work. This is not the kind of health that we are talking about. The kind of health that we are talking about is feeling good in your body, meaning understanding how your energy is, understanding how your gut responds to certain things, understanding whether you need to hydrate more because you're feeling kind of creaky, understanding whether you need some more herbal supplements because maybe you're feeling cranky, or you're feeling like your emotional health has been rocky and has been on more ups and downs than smooth flows, ebbs and flows. Okay, so health is not about getting rid of anything or removing anything. Health is about being aware of how you are feeling and moving toward whatever is most good feeling for you. It's the most self-compassionate thing, and that's what I am all about. This card on the back says, if my body could talk, it would say blank. So this is an opportunity for you to use that as a journaling prompt. If my body could talk, it would say what? And today's soul action: feed your body what it needs to feel nourished, appreciated, and loved. Make some new, exciting goals to take your health to the next level. So the goal can just be walking for 20 minutes more a day. The goal can be to smile at yourself in the mirror because maybe your mental health is in a place where you haven't been able to look at yourself in the mirror in a loving, appreciative, good feeling way. These are goals. These are health goals. Smiling at yourself in the mirror is a health goal. Okay? Okay? All right. Where can I create more space? I wanted to come to this one next because this is something that we were just talking about, giving yourself space, giving yourself permission, and creating space here between us to feel good now. Feel good right now and not wait or have to earn it or, delve into the world of transactions and investments. Start to relate, start to connect. Instead of filling yourself up with busy work and things to do, okay, aimlessness, create more sacred space in your schedule, in your home, in your mind, your lungs, and in your heart. Take time to just be. In my mind, I saw like a Venn diagram of, the word space in the middle, and home being one circle, and schedule being another circle, and mind being another circle, and allowing those to have their own space to help you connect to where are the overlaps here? How am I creating space in my mind to create in a sacred way, or to just be in a sacred way? And what kind of overlaps do they have? For my schedule and my mind, how is there overlap for something that feels spacious and sacred for me? For my home and my schedule, for my home and my mind, what are the overlaps there? What are the things that feel sacred? Is there something in my home that I can use to trigger my mind to go into a more sacred space? And the soul action that goes along with this card is do a clutter detox of your schedule, home, and innermost self. Make space. Clarity will come. So if you need to Marie Kondo that shit, and you need to KonMari your space so that not only is there more of it physically, or KonMari your schedule so that you are removing anything that doesn't feel good for you or doesn't feel sacred for you, then that might be something that if you feel like I have to, by the end of the day, take aim toward something, that might be the best thing to take aim toward. Listen to your body, listen to yourself, and just recognize that you know what is best, your body knows what is best, and if you are letting yourself just be where you are now, then everything is coming to you. I can do less and attract more. Feeling good will bring me far more than I thought I ever needed. Oh, feeling good will bring me far more than whatever I thought I needed. That's an interesting other affirmation that came out of my body. When I make joy a priority, brilliant ideas will come naturally. Support will surround me, and movements will form. Movements will form. The last one, which I felt a little bit triggered by, was what excuses am I making right now? And I don't love this one coming to attack us in the midst of this whole message of like, relax while you are aimless, enjoy it, embrace it, be in it, and be with it. But I also know that there are some people who need this, and I'm one of those people for sure. Am I going to approach it this way today? Maybe not. Maybe after I do approach it all these other ways and do a few of these somatic practices and affirm a few more times and, figure out how I can create more space, then I might come back to this and say, what excuses am I making right now? No more waiting. There will never be a good enough time. The time is now. The soul action that goes with this card. These cards are beautiful. If it's important enough to you, you will find a way. Today, make a decision and do it. Even if you don't feel ready, listen to your heart. You will be led. I think that is a wonderful place to end things. Trusting that with a good cry, with accepting that we are a super yacht with the sail, sails up. I forgot. I said the word, but I with the sails up and the wind blowing through us, the wind of the universe doing all of the work. We can make space for ourselves. We can check in with our bodies and really prioritize giving ourselves permission to feel good now. And we can maybe provoke ourselves and take aim toward listening to, what is the thing that I'm avoiding right now? What am I making excuses for? And how can I give myself an easeful access to approaching this thing? Thanks for joining me. I hope that this video has helped you and has been timely for you. I know that I really needed this reading, and I thought, let me just record it and share it with people. I love you so much. If you loved this reading, please give it a like. Let me know in the comments if there was anything that really jumped out at you. And let me know if you want me to get deeper into any one of the topics or the themes that came up here. I am so open to receiving input and feedback and jumping in and making a video and making sure that you get answers to what you need right away. So please let me know if there's anything that you would like more deep diving into. And if you would like more personal clarity and you're like, what excuses am I making right now? Oh, I feel like I'm making a lot. Which ones do I need to pinpoint right now? Which is the one that needs my greatest capacity, the majority of my attention right now? Sometimes that's kind of hard for us to figure out for ourselves, and that's why I do one-on-one card readings that give confirmation of what you already know, clarity around the things that you think you might have known but really needed to feel just crystal concise, clear on. And that way you can walk away with a self-compassionate confidence that allows you to change the way that you've been doing things, confidence to take the next step, but also doing it in such a way that you're not creating more suffering and you're not adding on layers of hurt or self-abuse onto your daily life and the personal growth and the spiritual growth and the heart expansion that you are experiencing right now. My mission is to do all things with compassion. And if you need that compassionate embrace right now, I totally feel ya, and I'm here for ya. You can go to vforvibrant.com/book dash, that's a hyphen, online, book dash online, and that's where you can book a card reading with me. There are shorter card readings that are sent to you in 24 to 48 hours, and then there are longer 1 to 2 hour card readings where if you haven't had one in a while, you might want to get one of those because it'll last you a whole year, honestly, if you come back to the reading and you pick out new things every time. That's why I love doing these big readings, because it's like a great once a year investment in yourself. I know that there are a lot of things that are changing, but I know that change happens slowly. So I'm just going to focus on this one thing, let the universe speak to me and tell me where my vantage points are right now, what I can stop doing because it's not helping me, what I can continue doing because it's really supporting. And I'm like, mwah, beautiful foundation. This beautiful foundation I've laid for myself. This kind of clarity can give you confidence that you can come back to over and over and over again. So if that's something that you would like, I've put the link to book a card reading in my bio. I'm so used to saying that on Instagram. In the caption of this video. And if you just appreciate the card readings that I've been doing, if you appreciate this energy, you can make a much smaller investment in the investment. We can connect and exchange energy in a much more affordable way through Patreon, which is also linked in the caption below. So if you want in-depth card readings, if you want access to coloring pages, journaling prompts, a whole bunch of topics that I've already processed and paved the way for on Patreon, if you want full-length episodes of the Vibrant Coven, which is soon to be the Vibrant Voice podcast, then it's all right there for you. And it's for $5 a month. So if the energy has felt good here and you are one to say, I want to make sure that there's also always reciprocity in all of the relationships that I'm building, then I would love for you to join me in that space, or join me in a more private, intimate, one-on-one card reading space or mediumship space. My gosh. Yeah, mediumship is another thing that I do. Wow. It's so new to me that I'm like, oh yeah, I do talk with people that have crossed over. That's pretty neat. I've spoken with Jesus, it's pretty cool. Like actually, literally, one of my clients asked me to channel Jesus for them, and I was like, sure. So, mediumship, card readings, Patreon, it's all there for you. I love you so much. You are deserving of all the love you desire without having to do anything to earn it. And I hope you give yourself permission to enjoy the rest of your day. Mwah.